Salesforce CPQ Specialist Master Dumps Winter 23. Q1. An admin notices the fields placed in the SBQQ_search filter field set on the product object are different than the fields displayed when using the filter action in product selection. Why are the fields shown to the user different than those defined in the SBQQ_search filter field set during product selection? A. Set large quote experience in the CPQ package settings to true. The enhancements made to search filtering are only available in the large quote experience. B. Check for any search filter records that have been created in the org. If present, search filters override the values defined in the SBQQ_search filter field set. C. Ensure that any fields included in the SBQQ_search filter field set on product are also included in the SBQQ_search results field set. D. Establish a product results group field name in the CPQ package settings. This enables compatibility with filtering. The answer is option D. Establish a product results group field name in the CPQ package settings. This enables compatibility with filtering.
Q2. What is the correct order of data import to load products and product bundles in CPQ? A. Product, product features, product options, option constraints, configuration attributes. B. Product option, product feature, product, option constraints, configuration attributes. C. Product rules, error conditions, configuration rules, product action. D. Product features, product, product options, option constraints. The answer is option A. Product, product features, product options, option constraints, configuration attributes. Q3. An admin at Universal Containers has observed that the value in the quantity field on an opportunity product is different from the value in the quantity field on its associated quote line. Which two scenarios describe when quote line quantity and opportunity product quantity will be different? Choose two answers. A. The quote line's product has pricing method set to block. B. There is a price rule that changes the quote line's quantity on the after calculate event. C. The quote line is on an amendment quote and has a different quantity from its original quote line. D. The quote line's product has asset conversion set to 1 per unit. The answer is option B. There is a price rule that changes the quote line's quantity on the after calculate event. C. The quote line is on an amendment quote and has a different quantity from its original quote line. Q4. A sales user generated a renewal opportunity with opportunity products by using the renewal forecast checkbox on the contract. Near the end of the contract, the sales user navigates to the renewal opportunity and uses the new button from the quotes related list. The sales user notices the renewal quote is missing some of the renewable products. Preserve bundle structure on the contract is set to true. What are two ways a sales user should generate an accurate renewal quote? Choose two answers. A. Clone the original opportunity using the Clone with Products button and use the new quote button in the quote related list. B. Create renewal quotes using the Renew Contracts button from the Accounts Contract Related list. C. Create renewal quotes using the Renewal Quoted checkbox on the contract. D. Clone the original quote and update quote type to Renewal. The answer is option B. Create renewal quotes using the Renew Contracts button from the Accounts Contract Related list. C. Create renewal quotes using the Renewal Quoted checkbox on the contract. Q5, Universal Containers implemented CPQ contract amendment functionality via the Amend button on the opportunity. Since an account can have many different contracts, the admin implemented a contract name custom field to allow the user to enter identifying information on each contract record. How can the admin ensure that the user is presented with a custom contract name field when the user initiates an amendment? A. Create a custom page layout and add the custom contract name field to the layout. B. Add the custom contract name field into the active contract lookup field set on the opportunity object. C. Create a custom field set on contract and add the custom contract name fields to the field set. D. Add the custom contract name field into the active contract lookup field set on the contract object. The answer is option D. Add the custom contract name field into the active contract lookup field set on the contract object. Q6, Universal Containers has 4 price rules with different calculator evaluation events and evaluation orders. Which rule will evaluate first? A. Rule A with evaluation order of 10, and calculator evaluation event of before calculate. B. Rule B with evaluation order of 20, and calculator evaluation event of on initialization. C. Rule D with evaluation order of 5, and calculator evaluation event of on calculate. D. Rule C with evaluation order of 20, and calculator evaluation event of before calculate. The answer is option B. Rule B with evaluation order of 20, and calculator evaluation event of on initialization. Q7, a quote has one quote line for a subscription product with an end date that differs from the quote's end date. Which date will CPQ use to calculate the prorate multiplier? A. The quote line date. B. The quote date. C. The latest date. D. The earliest date. The answer is option A. The quote line date. Q8, an admin created a picklist field on the product option object called picklist123_C. The admin created a configuration attribute related to a product called BundleZ whose target field is picklist123_C. The admin selected BundleZ during product selection and populated a value for picklist123_C on the configuration attribute and saved from configuration. The admin noticed that when BundleZ is reconfigured, the value populated in the configuration attribute has reverted. How can the admin ensure the selected value persists in the configuration attribute when BundleZ is reconfigured? A. Create a price rule with configurator scope that injects the quote line field value into the product option field. B. Create a product option formula field name attribute mapping that returns the comma-separated string of field name and value pairs. C. Create field pick list 123_C on the quote line object so the value is auto-mapped back to the configuration attribute when the user re-enters configuration. D. Create a workflow rule that updates the product option field upon entering configuration. The answer is option C. Create field pick list 123_C on the quote line object so the value is auto-mapped back to the configuration attribute when the user re-enters configuration. Q9, the Universal Containers admin is creating a custom formula field, approval score, on the quote line object to calculate approval score. This field will calculate the average approval score for the quote to determine how many levels of approval the record should go through when submitted. The admin planned to use a roll-up summary field on the quote object to average the quote line approval score field. The admin received an error when attempting to create the field. The quote object has too many roll-up summary fields. In addition to creating a custom number field on the quote object to capture the average approval score, which CPQ functionality should the admin use to resolve the issue? A. Create a summary variable and product rule to populate the number field with the average approval score. B. Create a trigger to populate the average approval score. C. Create a summary variable and price rule to populate the number field with the average approval score. D. Create a workflow rule with a field update to populate the average approval score. The answer is option C. Create a summary variable and price rule to populate the number field with the average approval score. Q10, while making changes in the quote line editor, sales reps have mentioned that clicking the Calculate button after each set of changes is too many clicks. Management has asked the admin to streamline the quote line editor so calculations occur automatically after each change is made. Which managed package setting should the admin enable to meet this requirement? A. Use legacy calculator. B. Enable quick calculate. C. Calculate immediately. The answer is option C. Calculate immediately. www.salesforcestart.com +91 939 393 4143 Salesforce Start